Hi, it's Anne here, and today's video is my Sephora haul for the spring 2026 sale. Sale. It's still not super great, but it's better than nothing. So I did want to take the opportunity to buy a few things, and I'm calling this a tactical haul because mostly I was focused on purchasing things that I wanted to review like in comparison with other items. Mostly it's like comparing it to the Sephora line and like another brand. So let's just get straight into the items that I picked up. I haven't tested any of these or swatched them yet, so this is all brand new. So the first two items I picked up were two of these lip liners, and these are the lip liners that are like the stain lip liners. So I picked up the Summer Fridays Flushed Lip Stain 12-hour long-lasting lip tint in the shade Rosette, which is a cool pink. So I actually was going to pick up the Kulfi. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce the name of the brand, but A, it sold out before I got around to being able to order them, and B, they are a bit different. They're actually like a lip liner pencil and a tint, whereas these two are both, I think, more of like a pen style. Yeah. So this actually very much reminds me of the Kiko Milano lip stain that I lost. Kind of is this style. So it's just like a pen tip. So that's the Summer Fridays. Let me just swatch it. I guess we can leave it on for a little bit as well and then see what the stain looks like. So that's what it looks like on my hand. So that's the shade Rosette from Summer Fridays. And then I picked up this Sephora one. It's the Sephora Lip Tint Felt Liner. And the shade that I got in this was 02 Rosewood Trace. I tried to pick shades that I thought would be fairly close because I feel like that makes the test a little bit easier. It's kind of hard to test when you have two different shades because I may prefer a shade over another one, and that kind of, that still could happen anyway. I don't know how close these are. We'll see. Yeah, this is a little different of a tip. It's like got the little ball on the end. So yeah, slightly different tip on that one. And this one's a bit brighter. Actually, it's very similar to the lip color I'm wearing today. So the bottom one is the Sephora Collection Lip Tint Felt Liner in the shade Rosewood Trace. We'll let those sit for a bit and see how they look. And then I picked up two eyeliners. So I picked up the Urban Decay 24/7 Liquid Stick Retractable Eyeliner. And then I also picked up the Sephora one. The actual name of the Sephora one is the 24-hour colorful waterproof retractable eyeliner, and then this is in matte black, and the shade of this one is Melted Onyx. So let's do the Urban Decay one first. Again, kind of searching for a really good waterproof pencil liner, like something that's long lasting. So this has like a little brush on the end. And then this is, oh, that's interesting. It's sort of like a brow pencil. You can see the shape on this. It's like a teardrop wedge kind of shape. Interesting. I wonder if that will make it easier or harder to do my liner. So, ooh, creamy. I just did one swipe there. That is really black and really, really creamy. So that's the Urban Decay one. So what are the little selling points on this? It says slanted tip with tapered blending brush, lines like a pencil, opposite. Lines like a liquid, glides like a pencil, and then up to 24-hour wear, smudge proof, waterproof. So really excited to see how that one turns out. And then again, I bought what I felt like was a fairly comparable product from the Sephora line. It had the little smudger, I think, if I can get the lids off. I think are they taped on? Yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, here, well, at least this lid. There's a smudger on this side, but I can't, oh, there we are. It's like, what is happening? I'm okay. I can figure things out, sort of. It's always a bit stressful doing things on camera because I'm like trying to be like smooth and like put together. And that's not how I am in real life at all. So why do I think I can do it on camera, which is like an added layer of complexity? Oh, so there's two parts to this. So there's the little like sharpeny bit, and then there's like a smudger, like an old school smudger on this end. So this one's a little more traditional looking. It's a pointed tip there. So just one swipe there. It doesn't seem quite as black. I know some of you will be looking at it, especially if your husbands are looking at this. They're like, I always laugh because it's always husbands. They're like, what do you mean they're different? Like, I can see the difference. So the Sephora one didn't look quite as black on that one swipe. But I will be honest, I never do just one swipe. I kind of go back and forth over my liner. So we'll see how this one performs. Again, this one only is 12 hour. Maybe I should do it. Maybe I could do this with a camping test. I always feel like a goof when I did one makeup test camping. I tested the, what do you call them, naked. Felt like a weirdo putting makeup on while I'm camping. But it's a great way to test makeup. Maybe I can test the 24-hour liner while camping. Or maybe just at the beach. That might be a good test. Anyway, so that is the two liners that I picked up. Then I picked up, these are both obviously from the same brand, but they're different. And so I wanted to test them compared to each other to see which one I liked better. So they're the new Fenty Beauty Grip Trip Primers. This one is the pink one. The pink packaging is the mattifying blurring one. And then the purple packaging is the hydrating and plumping. I feel like I could like both of them potentially. I want to do like some side-by-side tests to see if there really is a difference. They look cool. They look like, I forget what brand used to do the color corrector. Was it Stila? Stila used to do that. So yeah, this one is the mattifying one. Let's see. Just test them out a little bit here on the back of my hand. So I just do a little dollop. A little dollop will do ya. Is that cool? So I'll put that one along the top there. So that around my knuckles is the mattifying one. Doesn't really seem to do a whole lot. And then this one is the hydrating one. So, I mean, I really like the color of this one too. I was like, I like the purple. Not that that really matters at all. So I'll put that one sort of in the middle of my hand here. Let's see. Oh, I can see the mattifying one has actually set. You can definitely see, oops, a little bit of that purple is right there. So when I tilt my hand there, you can see the mattifying is up here, and then the hydrating is right there. So you can definitely see the difference, I think, between the two of them. In person, like when I'm looking at my hand like this with the light coming at it, I can definitely see that this is mattified. The back of my hand looks kind of weird. I don't know if you'll be able to, yeah, no, because I have the swatches on there. But yeah, I can definitely see. It has almost like that soft powder touch to it. So it'll be interesting to see how that works on the face. Editing Anne here. So I rinsed my hands off when I was making lunch, and this is what happened to the primer that is the mattifying one. It kind of almost looks like, you know, if you've been baking and you get like a little bit of flour on your hand and then you get that wet. So it'll be interesting to see how this performs on the face. So those two are the Fenty Beauty mini. These are the minis. They're the Grip Trip Mattifying. This one's the mattifying, and this one is the hydrating. So I'm excited to try those out side by side. And then the last three, I don't really have like side by side testing. But the one item I kind of want to. I wanted to buy another item, and I could not seem to like get it, kept timing out. So I was just like, whatever, I'm not going to purchase it. So the first thing I bought was the Sephora Best Skin Ever concealer. And I got this in the shade 08P. It's the Best Skin Ever Multi-Use Concealer. I wanted to compare this to the Natasha Denona concealer. I'm not sure what the actual name of that concealer is. But yeah, for some reason, like I had pretty much everything sitting in my cart, and I was trying to figure out what concealer I wanted to compare this to, and that seemed to be the most, I don't know, similar and it was new that I wanted to compare to. So obviously that did not happen. Sephora. I mean, I appreciate there's no boxes with Sephora. This is actually very much more eco-friendly. It's probably cheaper for them too, to not have unnecessary packaging, but this is getting annoying. So this is what this one looks like. It's kind of a bigger doe foot, but not like huge, but a little bit bigger than some other ones. Just do a little swatch below. It might be a little too dark for me. I think this is more like a straight up my skin color kind of concealer. So let me know, what concealer would you like me to compare this? Like, especially the new concealers. The only one that I didn't want to test it against was the Milk Makeup one, but now that I've said that, I'm like, maybe. The only reason why I wasn't going to do the Milk one is because I haven't heard great things about it, and it is a different form. It's like a stick form, whereas I wanted to do a bit more of a like liquid to liquid comparison. But yeah, so we'll see. So let me know down below if there's a specific concealer that you would like me to test this against to see which one is better. And then the next two items are just items I wanted. I would say that I was going to purchase these regardless of testing or not, specifically this first one. So the first one is the Danessa Myricks Beauty Yummy Skin 1010 Barrier Boost Primer. I think that's what it is. It's AHA. It's got all sorts of things. Plumping serum. It's a serum. It's more of like a skincare item, but I really like the Yummy line. I've tried a few things like samples and full sizes, and I really like this line. So I'm excited to try this. I will try it like after I do these. Like I'll probably play with these before I break into this, but I do want to like see what this feels like. So it's like a white, see it on my finger there. It's like a white liquid. Doesn't really have any sort of scent at all. It feels nice, just feels like a nice skin serum. So I'm really excited about trying this. The reason why I want to try this, I can read, I was like looking at primers because I talked about I pretty much have like no primers. And again, I'm kind of like, I like primers. I feel like there are they can be useful and they can be not useful. So this is a weightless milky serum powered by 10 molecular weights of hyaluronic acid for multi-depth visibility plumping hydration. So it's basically hyaluronic acid. And the things that it talked about were deep hydration, plumps and smooths lines, improves skin barrier, reduces redness and appearance of pores, clinically proven, instant and over time visible results. 100% saw reduction in fine lines immediately after 1 week, and that was really a weird sentence. After 1 week and after 2 weeks. That doesn't really make sense. Thanks. Instantly increases hydration and reduces moisture loss by over 50%. 100% showed visible pore reduction immediately and after 1 week, with twice the visible improvement after 2 weeks. So yeah, it's very much a skincare kind of thing that I really just wanted to give it a go and see if I really do see a difference with it or not. I have really enjoyed a lot of the Yummy Skin items, and I do feel like when your skin looks better, your makeup looks better on top of it, particularly foundation. Like I can have some foundations that look great when my skin is doing well, and then look horrible when my skin is just like not at its best. So I feel like skincare is a very important and sometimes overlooked step. And the last thing that I bought, again, this was something I was probably just going to buy anyway. I didn't really have in mind another item to compare it to. This is the new Rare Beauty foundation. It's the True to Myself Natural Matte Longwear Foundation, and I got it in the shade 8, which I think was a cool, they call it 8 Light Cool. So hopefully this shade works for me. So I think the package is really cute. It's a typical Rare Beauty. They've got kind of like rounded sides and then like a flat side. So it's a unique kind of packaging. Oh, and it locks and unlocks on the back. So that's really good if you're like traveling because it just pushes on the top here. So we're going to swatch this. I haven't swatched this yet, so I'm really hoping this is the right shade for me. So that's what it looks like on the side. I was a little hesitant because it was matte, but I was also like, maybe, like, especially with summer coming up, you know, sometimes a little bit of a matte to kind of counteract some of the shine. So it's not going to end up fully matte, but I just won't be like a super, so it's actually very, I did not swatch these together. It's actually very similar, maybe a little bit more peachy than the concealer that I bought. So I think it'll be a good match for my face. We'll see. It's always hard to tell on my hands because my hands are not the same color as my face. And yeah, like I'm like no tanner or anything right now. Like this is my skin. And I'm definitely, if you're curious, I'm definitely like a light, cool skin tone naturally. So that's why I kind of lean towards the sort of pinkier, cool tones. So yeah, let me wipe off. Let's try and wipe off this stuff, the stains, and I guess we'll wipe off that foundation too. So giving my hand a rub with a makeup remover here that's just dry. And that's the stains, the lip stains, and the liner. So that Urban Decay liner, I mean, just with a rub test. And the lip stains are holding up really nice. Like, they look slightly different. It almost looks like the Summer Fridays one deepened a little bit. Like it's more of a bit purplier, maybe, in my estimation. But yeah, it looks really good. So yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to be doing some reviews. I want to do some side-by-side. Some of them are going to take longer than others. I think this is going to take a while because I'm going to kind of do a few tests with maybe a couple different foundations to see what it looks like, and kind of maybe test with and without setting spray. Again, because I want to give it a thorough test to really see how I like them compared to each other as well as individually. And yeah, these will be fun to play with as well, especially with summertime coming around. The other thing too I wanted to look at was testing some of the Wonder Skin stuff. Like they have a lot of long wear, like eyeliners and lip liners and things like that. I used to use their brow, like their long wear brow tint thing a while ago, and I haven't used it in ages. So I don't know, let me know if that's another thing that you're interested in me testing out potentially. I was actually gonna maybe make a second order and then I was just like, this is enough for me to focus on and play with and do some focus testing. I don't want to buy too much stuff where I feel rushed and then you eventually forget about stuff. You don't get around to actually properly reviewing it because it's overwhelming, if that makes sense. I feel like this is enough to test with and play with. I'm curious to know if you picked anything up from the Sephora sale or you skipped it. I skipped it quite a bit the last few years. I've really dialed back on my Sephora purchasing, and that's why like this time around, like I talked about, I want to do more review stuff. So some of my Sephora purchases will probably be a bit more, but it's because like I said, it's tactical. I'm trying to be thoughtful in what I'm buying and why I'm buying it, if that makes sense. So if you like this video, feel free to give a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.